Oh, Mr. Baxter, I'm glad you're here. I was just going to get the pass key.
What for?
I thought I smelled gas coming from your apartment.
Gas? Miss Kubelik! Miss Kubelik! You all right?
Sure. What's that funny smell?
Gas. Didn't you turn it on?
Yes. I was boiling some water to get the coffee stains out of my dress.
You turned it on, but you didn't light it.
Are you supposed to?
In this house, you're supposed to.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
Well, I was washing my stockings, so I thought I might as well wash your socks, too.
Oh, thank you.
Very curious. I could only find 3.5 pair.
Well, things are a little disorganized around here.
I'd say. What's a tennis racket doing in the kitchen?
Tennis racket? Oh, I remember. I was cooking myself an Italian dinner. I used it to strain the spaghetti.
Why not?
As a matter of fact, I'm a pretty good cook. Only I'm a lousy housekeeper.
Yes, you are. When I was straightening up the couch, you know what I found?
Huh.
6 hairpins, a lipstick, a pair of false eyelashes, and a swizzle stick from the store club.
It's just that I'm the kind of guy who can't say no. I don't mean to girls. I mean,
I mean to someone like Mr. Sheldrake.
I guess so.
I know so. He's a taker.
What?
Some people take, some people get took. And they know they're getting took, and there's nothing they can do about it.
I wouldn't say that. What would you like to have for dinner, huh? Hey, onion soup and canned asparagus.
I really should be getting home. My family will be flipping by now.
Oh, you can't leave yet. The doctor said it takes 48 hours to get that stuff out of your system.
I wonder how long it takes to get someone you're stuck on out of your system. If only they'd invent some kind of pump for that.
I know how you feel, Miss Kubelik. You think it's the end of the world, but it's not. I went through exactly the same thing myself.
You did?
Yeah, well, maybe not exactly the same. I tried to do it with a gun.
Over a girl?
Worse than that, it was the wife of my best friend. And I was mad about it. But I knew it was hopeless, and I decided to end it all. I went to a pawn shop, and I bought a .45 automatic, and I drove up to Eaton Park. You know Cincinnati?
No, I don't.
Well, anyway, I parked the car, and I loaded that gun. You read in the papers all the time that people shoot themselves? Believe me, it's not that easy. I mean, how do you do it? Here? 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 You know where I finally shot myself?
Where?
Here.
In the knee?
While I was sitting there trying to make up my mind, a cop stuck his head in the car because I was illegally parked, and I tried to hide the gun under the seat, and it went off. Ow!
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, it was a year before I could bend the knee. But I got over the girl in 3 weeks. Still lives in Cincinnati. Has 4 kids and gained 20 pounds. Sends me a fruitcake every Christmas.
Are you just making this up to make me feel better?
Of course not. Here's the fruitcake. Did you see my niece?
No, thank you. The fellas in the office might get the wrong idea how I found out.
Hey, let 'em. Look, I'm going to cook dinner for us tonight. You have the fruitcake for dessert. You just sit there and rest. You've done enough for today.
Yes, nurse.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for one of the elevator girls, Miss Kubelik.
So am I. She didn't report this morning.
She didn't?
No.
Where can I get some information? Who's in charge here?
Well, that comes under General Office Administration. See Mr. Dovish, 21st floor.
Thanks.
So yesterday afternoon, I take Sylvie up to the apartment, and guess who he's got stashed away in the bedroom?
Who?
Kubelik.
No kidding. Buddy Boy and Kubelik having themselves a little toot.
Toot? More like a lost weekend. Neither of them showed up for work today.
AWOL.
What gripes me is the two of them were guzzling my champagne while Sylvia and I wound up at the Guggenheim Museum.
Mr. Dovish?
Yeah?
My name is Carl Matushka. My sister-in-law, she runs one of the elevators here. Fran Kubelik.
Miss Kubelik?
You know her?
Of course. There may be a lot of employees here, but we're one big, happy family.
Well, she lives with us, and my wife is getting pretty nervous on account of Fran hasn't been home for the past 2 days.
That's so?
Anyway, we was wondering if somebody in the office knew what happened to her.
I see. What do you think, Al? Can we help the man?
Why not? We don't owe Buddy Boy anything.
Yeah. What's Buddy Boy done for us lately?
Who is Buddy Boy?
Are we dressing for dinner?
You know, just come as you are.
Say, you're pretty good with that racket.
You should see my backhand. Wait till you see me serve the meatballs.
Shall I light the candles?
It's a must. Gracious living lives.
I see you bought some napkins.
Might as well go all the way. You know, I used to live like Robinson Crusoe. I mean, shipwrecked among 8 million people. And then one day, I saw a footprint in the sand, and there you were. It's a wonderful thing. Dinner for two?
You usually eat alone?
Oh, no. Sometimes I have dinner with Ed Sullivan. Sometimes Dinah Shore, Perry Como. The other night, I had dinner with Mae West. Of course, she was much younger then. Cheers. Cheers. You know what we're going to do after dinner?
The dishes.
I mean, after that.
What?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, I don't.
We're going to finish the gin game.
Oh.
So keep a clear head. I don't want to take advantage of you. The way I did yesterday in bed. Huh?
Baxter?
Yes.
What's with you, Fran? Did you forget where you live?
This is my brother-in-law, Karl Matushka.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Matushka?
Okay, get your clothes on. I got the cab downstairs.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking, but it isn't as bad as it
None of
looks.
my business what you do, Fran. You're over 21. But your sister happens to think you're a lady.
All we were going to do was just eat and wash the dishes.
Look, buddy boy, if there wasn't a lady present, I'd clobber you.
All right, Carl. I'll get dressed.
Want a martini? How about some spaghetti with meat sauce that I cooked myself? Your sister-in-law sure is terrific. It must be murder driving a cab in New York. I mean, with that cross-town traffic.
Hi, Baxter. How's the patient?
Oh, I'm fine, Doc.
Not you, Miss Kubelik.
What's the matter with Miss Kubelik?
Doc, this is Mr. Matushka, and he's Miss Cube. He's got a cab downstairs.
Fran been sick or something?
No, just a little accident.
What does he mean, accident?
Well, these things happen all the time.
What thing? Say, what kind of a doctor are you anyway?
Not that kind of doctor. He just gave her a shot, pumped out her stomach.
What for?
Because I took some sleeping pills, but I'm all right now, so let's go.
Why'd you take sleeping pills?
On account of me.
You.
Who else?
Leave him alone. Oh, you fool. You damn fool.
Come on, Fran.
Goodbye, Mr. Baxter. Bye, Doctor.
Well, I don't want to gloat, but just between us, you had it coming to you. You're going to have a shiner tomorrow. Let me get my bag.
Don't bother, Doc. Doesn't hurt a bit. Mr. Sheldrake's office? This is C.C. Baxter. Would you please tell Mr. Sheldrake I'd like to come up and see him? It's rather important. Will you call me back, please?